This is the plaintiff, Terry Diaz. She says she bought a van from the defendant, and the thing blew up on a long-distance trip down to South Carolina. When she first met the defendant, he gave her the impression he was a nice guy. Boy, was she wrong. Bottom line, she wants her $5,000 returned pronto. This is the defendant, Winston Harris. He says this woman's as crazy as a loon. She never even paid him in full for the van, never gave him $5,000, and she still has the thing. He's a good man who always does right by his customers, but this one is ridiculous. He's accused of igniting a customer. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $800. The balance owed on the van.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Terry Diaz, you are suing Winston Harris and Pacific Auto Sales Incorporated. Are you the owner?
Yes.
Okay. For $5,000, you say your damages exceed that statutory max for a van that you bought from him, which apparently broke down during a trip, costing you all kinds of other charges. Tell me what happened here.
Okay, I bought a van for Mr. Winston, and I asked him a couple of times, was the car in good condition when I first bought it? He told me yes.
Okay. What kind of van was this?
It was a Chevrolet Venture. It was a 2000.
Okay. And so you bought it when?
I bought the van. I bought the van on the 12th, June 12th.
June 12th,
I
not
didn't
July.
get the
Do you have the
car
paperwork from the sale of the van?
Yeah.
Can I see
I
it?
didn't get the car until July.
Why did you not get it until July?
Because he's been working on it, fixing it back and forth.
Okay, so when did you get it then? July what?
July 21st.
Okay, and then what happens? You go off on a trip.
Go off on the trip, the car break down.
Okay.
I had to get it towed from one shop to another.
Where'd you go?
We got stuck in Maryland.
Okay, in Maryland. From here, from New York?
From New York to Maryland. I got stuck in Maryland. I had to pay a toll to go back and forth. I went to 2 different shops. They wanted too much money.
What did they say was wrong with it?
They said that the engine blew.
Okay. When did you take your trip?
August 4th, I left.
So you'd had the van from July 22nd to August 4th.
July 21st
week
to August 4th.
And 2 weeks at tops.
Yeah.
Here in New York, and then you drove down to Maryland, and the engine blew in Maryland.
And then blew out in Maryland.
All right. And then what did you have to do to try to get things fixed? Did you put in a new engine?
Yeah, I put it in the shop. It in the shop, and I paid the man half of the money. I still owe him $400 for fixing the car, and I still have to go down there and pick up the car.
He let you take the car?
The car's still out there.
Oh, okay. He didn't let you take the car.
No, the car's still out there.
So you still have to go there. So you're suing for bus tickets, the cost of the van repair, the tows, $1,700 total miscellaneous expenses for food and gas. How are you going to prove $1,700 in title? How are you going to prove to me that you spent he should pay $1,700 in food and gas?
I have my receipts.
You have $1,700 worth of receipts? Mm-hmm. For you? For $1,700?
For me, my kids, and
So how'd you blow $1,700 in food?
Because I've been spending money buying food to cook.
Why would he have to
like
pay that? Why, yeah, you got to buy food to cook every day.
I understand that, but I mean, if I was home
or if I was... Emergency room bill for asthma attack. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I caught an asthma attack for all the aggravation, frustration. So I got really sick and I had to go to the hospital. Now they want to charge me $300 and something and for the bill.
All right. So when you come back, what happens? By the way, do you call him from Maryland?
I called him from Maryland, and I told him I got stuck, and he was like, "Oh, well, I sold you the car as is," and then da started flipping out.
Okay.
So I never spoke to him after that.
And then you just filed the lawsuit. All right. Let me hear from you, Mr. Harris.
Good afternoon. Actually, what happened, it stems from a van she had previously bought, given me a down payment on. And I had a problem getting the title.
Right.
So I had another van there that they looked at. I told them the problem about what happened to the van.
What had happened to the van?
Yeah. Well, actually what happened is the intake manifold had blown a gasket, so the water was mixing, the antifreeze was mixing with the oil. So I told them what was the problem was. So she said, okay, being that was a more newer van than the one that they previously gave me the down payment on, they prefer to have that, and they was willing to wait, for me to have it.
You told me one week.
Hold on, wait a minute. Go ahead.
For me to have it repaired for them.
Okay.
Okay. So she knew from the start that this van was going to be worked on and it had a problem.
Right, but she assumes that when you worked on it, you
Right,
solved the
it would be
problem,
fixed, right.
Right.
I understand that, but I gave her the car in good running condition. She had the car over 2 months, driving it back of me.
Okay, she says she didn't have it for 2 months. She said she had it
Well,
for, but when do you say you gave it to her?
Well,
Is it the day you gave her the receipt?
No.
Okay.
No, because what it is, we had already drawn up everything.
Right.
I had gave her the title and everything.
She said what you're saying, what, Judge, she drove it for 2 months, and she's saying, no, Judge, I drove it for 2 weeks.
Well, I was exaggerating the time, but she had it for about a month. You know, well, she had it for...
Exaggerating the time to make my case better, Judge. Okay. But she had it about a month. Okay, go ahead.
Right, and, you know, when she was about to make her trip, I said, well, listen, the best thing for you to do, being that we just did, you know, the changes, the work on the car, bring it back and let me, you know, give it a check over again, oil change, see that everything, because she's going on a long trip.
Right.
Now, the air condition was the only problem. So now she said, well, why don't you buy me a new compressor out of the money that I owe you? Because she still hasn't paid me all the money for the van.
She still owes you $800 for the van.
On the van.
Okay. So what deal, did she ask for her money back on the car?
Yes.
At what,
Yes, she did.
And that was because of what, the air conditioning problem?
Right. So I told her, okay, come Wednesday, you get your money back.
If you bring me back the van.
Van, right.
And
she
what
never showed up.
Okay.
I told her that Monday, Wednesday, she never showed up. I'm calling her on the phone Wednesday. Then I finally got her the evening. Then she told me she in Maryland. So I said, what you doing in Maryland? You're supposed to bring the van back to me. Oh, well, we broke down. I said, well, you got to handle that because you were supposed to be right here, get your money back, and return the van.
So is every private sale as is?
No. Unless there's a sign that's posted, then it's not.
You all buying that it's not? You're saying it has to be in good condition if you buy it, if it's a private sale? You buying that?
Yeah, definitely. I think if I'm buying something in a private sale, that I should have the knowledge and safety and knowing that it's good.
Note to crowd, you're wrong. Going inside the courtroom.
What kind of business is named KKK Repairs? Douglas just pointed that out to me. I didn't even notice that. How do you take your car to a place called KKK Repairs?
I ain't had no choice. I was stuck, Your Honor. I had to go where I had to go.
You must have been stuck in deep Virginia to be. All right. Ms. Diaz, tell me about this, okay? Look, I sympathize with you, and I understand that you had an awful lot of expense over this, and that it doesn't seem right that you buy even a 10-year-old van, and that you only get to drive it a month or a couple weeks and part way down to Maryland, and then this happens. But how legally would Mr. Harris and his Pacific Auto Place be responsible when the sale of used cars is an as-is sale by law?
But he never told me
or
that.
Or as you say, an as-is sale when you were
no, he never told me that because
he doesn't need to tell you that. Whether he tells you that or not, whether it's on the paperwork or not, the law is that when you sell a used car, and we're talking about a car with 180,000 miles that's 10 years old, you know, there's no warranty that comes with that. The only warranty that can come with that was one that he specifically makes. I'm looking at your paperwork, and there's no specific warranty there. So you're out of gas on this, and not only are you out of gas on this, but now I got to deal with his counterclaim. His counterclaim against you is the remaining $800, and if he's right legally that he's not responsible because it's an as-is sale, what reason would I give for not ordering you to pay the remaining $800?
I don't owe him $800. Can he prove to you I owe him $800?
Well, according to you, the sale of the car was for $1,500, correct? Mm-hmm. And you paid how much of it?
I paid him $500 at first. Then I gave him another $400, which that's $900. Then I gave him an extra $200, which I don't got a receipt for that one.
Oh, that's going to be a problem, I bet. Watch this. Did she pay you the extra $200?
No, ma'am. No. I have
a witness right here.
Okay. Go ahead. Call your witness. Hello, sir. What's your name?
Floyd.
And
Jones.
What is your relationship with her?
A small lady.
That's
my
what?
girlfriend. His old lady.
His old lady?
My girlfriend, yes.
Go ahead. Tell me what you're a witness to.
Okay, when we met Mr. Harris.
Just tell me what you're a witness to in terms of payment. That's what I want to know.
Payments is that she gave him $500.
Okay.
500.
Yep.
And then he bring up the other car that we didn't get the title for.
Okay,
Says $1,500.
okay,
So she gave him $400.
right,
Okay? I don't know where money, because he always broke.
right,
The man never have nothing.
okay.
We give him $200 and give him back $100, but she don't have receipt for those. What she have receipt is for those 5 and 4, 9.
Okay, he has the receipts. For
He
the
has
other ones.
receipts for those.
And what we don't have receipts for, then you can't prove in court. My verdict then, I have no choice. This is where you've left me. My verdict then on your claim against him, because it's as is 0. And on his claim against you for the remaining money owed based on the receipts that I'm seeing, I'm going to order you to pay the remaining $800. That's my
But
judgment.
how is as is if he didn't even explain that?
It doesn't matter. By operation of law, it's as is. That's the law. Whether you know it or don't,
But
it's
he
the law.
sold me a lemon.
Okay.
It's those two. You be going this way. You be going this way. It's those two as-is words there. You have anything to say before you head out of the courtroom?
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Okay. Just leaving with the old lady there. All right, come on in here. Step on in here. You satisfied how this thing comes out?
Yes, sir.
What kind of a crazy transaction was this?
Well, actually, I had the time of my life with that lady. Everything. I sold her the van. The van was in running condition. If the buzzer went off, she'd bring it back. I'll fix the buzzer. And it was just back constantly. So I got tired with the air-conditioned stuff. I tell her, come back Wednesday.
You knew it was an as-is sale, right?
Right. She knew from the...
She knew.
She knew.
All right. As is as is. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, even if it's an as-is sale, you still can always try and negotiate a warranty from the seller.